What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar and welcome back to the P4G. This is going to be the week 1 team builder, and boy, oh boy, am I excited for this one. I'm excited for this mainly because I'm going up against somebody that I've never played before, and that is Deathly I Am. He is new to the Draft League format. He played in WBE last season. Didn't do the best, but for his first league ever, I was still pretty impressed with it. And I think a lot of his struggles came from just not knowing the things that come from playing this format for a long time, like myself, Dan, and a lot of other people have. So I definitely am expecting great things from him. Maybe not like next week or whatever, but like very soon he is going to catch up because he's a very smart person, and I'm very excited to be able to play him. As you can see, our teams are above my head. He has Empoleon, Alolan Muck, Talonflame, Virizion, Espeon, Gligar, Shedinja, Drampa, Rhyperior, Electros, and Glaceon. This team is really threatening versus me for a couple different reasons. Mainly the Talonflame. Talonflame is going to be really hard for me to break, especially if he is Gale Wings with the Z move and I don't have rocks up. It's going to be really hard for me to beat it, so I need to ensure that no matter what, I'm able to get off some chip damage or force him to click Flare Blitz or a Brave Bird against something to take a little bit of recoil. But the biggest thing to note about his team is he has literally nothing to take on Yanmega. Literally nothing. His best switch in is Empoleon, which if I'm modest specs can be 2-shot. Even if it's Spadef, it can be 2-shot. Like, it's stupid how good that thing is. And if Talonflame is for whatever reason slower, if I get off a para on it with Glare or whatever, then I can hit it with Ancient Power and I just nuke it. Virizion dies to an Air Slash, Espeon dies to a Bug Buzz, Gligar Hidden Power Ice, Shedinja Air Slash, Drampa. Could live a hit, but it's still 2-shot. Like with Bug Buzz, like his team does not handle Yanmega well. Another thing it doesn't handle well is Sneasel. Now, SD Sneasel, if I get up a Swords Dance, it 6-0s him. It literally just 6-0s him. However, I can't set up a Swords Dance against anything, and that's really disappointing. The best thing I could set up a Swords Dance against is like the Glaceon, but that's not coming. Like, I have a Monferno, I have a Metagross. There's no way Glaceon's coming. It's not likely. I have so much for it, so I do not think it's going to be coming. However, because of that Sneasel, I really do like its matchup here, but I don't think it's the best Mon in this matchup. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start talking about my team in a little bit as to why I'm bringing it. And we're going to start out with Yanmega. I think it is the best Mon on this matchup. And I'm bringing Choice Scarf Tinted Lens instead of Speed Boost with like a Life Orb or whatever. Mainly because with Tinted Lens, Bug Buzz actually does more. Same thing with Air Slash, Hidden Power Ice, and U-Turn. With this investment, I'm able to run Modest, whereas if I ran Speed Boost, I'd have to run Timid to be able to outspeed, what was it? I forget what it was. Gligar, if he's like an offensive Gligar. Whereas with this, I can run Modest and I can outspeed everything. So I'd rather run Modest Tinted Lens with a Choice Scarf to be able to outspeed everything. This gives me a very good check to a lot of different things. It gives me really good checks to things like Talonflame and Virizion, because Air Slash and Bug Buzz do hit both of them extremely hard, along with Hidden Power Ice for Gligar, and then U-Turn just for some pivoting, which is really good against him. And the way that I'm going to be playing this game is I'm fully expecting him to bring Empoleon. Empoleon was his #1 pick. It's a very reliable stealth rocker, especially against my team. So the way that I'm kind of sort of expecting this game to go, if he does not bring Gligar or Rhyperior, I'm going to lead off with my Lantern, which is a very standard Lantern spread, and I'll get into why it's very standard here in a little bit. And then I'm going to pivot out into my Croconaw, or if I see that he does have both, like, if he does have Gligar and Rhyperior, for example, I'm going to lead off with my Yanmega. I'm going to click U-Turn. I'm going to go into my Choice Banded Adamant Croconaw here with Ice Punch, Waterfall, Aqua Jet, and Super Power, and I'm going to claim myself a kill. I claim myself a kill against non-Fizz-Def Empoleon, against non-Fizz-Def Rhyperior. I claim it against a little bit chipped down non-Fizz-Def Gligar. I claim it against Talonflame after Stealth Rocks with Aqua Jet. I claim it against Alolan Muck. I 2-shot it with Waterfall. I claim it against literally everything except for Shedinja. Funnily enough, this can hit Shedinja, but I think everything else can, except for like these two. So I have 3 things to hit it, but if I get up Stealth Rocks, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But either way, super great mod in this matchup. It breaks down every bit of his defenses that he could have. So that's kind of why I'm bringing these two as my main offensive core. This can be a breaker. This is going to be my cleaner. And that's kind of how it went in my mocks as well. I had 3 of them, and they all went pretty well. I won one of them like 5-0. I won one of them like 3-0. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Another really big threat for my team is Espeon, right? It's huge. It is a massive threat against my team, especially if he's like Calm Mind with Wish and Protect and Mono Psychic, which he shouldn't be because that just leaves Sneasel open for free. But since I'm not bringing it, I do have to be a little worried about it. It is extremely threatening. So having a Choice Scarfed U-Turner to just be able to bop it is really, really nice. Along with having priority Choice Banded Aqua Jet is really, really nice. Along with having my main check to Espeon going to be my Metagross. I'm naming all these after my friends except for Pebbles because of the he looks like Pebbles. Like off the Flintstones. So this Metagross, it has enough speed to outspeed Alolan Muck plus some. It has enough for Empoleon, like Bulky Rhyperior, Electros, things of that nature, so it has a good amount of speed. The Spadef investment plus an Assault Vest ensures that I'm never 2-shot by Choice Spec Shadow Ball. The attack investment ensures that Earthquake 2 shots Fizdef Muck or kills it with a Shuka Berry into another one. It also means that Pursuit guaranteed 100% of the time kills Espeon on the switch out after Stealth Rocks. Zen Headbutt also guaranteed does like 80% to Virizion, so a nice little chip damage and it should be dead. This thing just does a number to his team as well. I love Metagross in this matchup. The hardest thing is going to be that Electros, as of right now, taking that out. But I do have some ways of just like wearing it down quickly, so that is really nice. But just a really good bulky pivot in this game, and it works out really well in that aspect with these two. I'm able to switch this thing in, soak up a hit, click Pursuit or Earthquake or Zen Headbutt, and then just go from there. Then I have my physically defensive Rocky Helmet Druddigan. I'm prepping hardcore for Gale Wing's Talonflame because I might not have up rocks because he does have some really good defoggers in the likes of Empoleon and Gligar and Drampa. So I am prepping for not having up rocks, and I want to make sure that Talonflame never has its Gale Wings up, so that way my Croconaw can just come in, click Aqua Jet, and kill it. That's the biggest threat, honestly. Rocky Helmet also helps out with Shedinja a good bit. But Stealth Rocks, Sucker Punch, Dragon Claw, and Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail is there because if he's going to be like Curse Alolan Muck, if he's going to be like Gligar that just wants to sit in front of me and never die, I can just Dragon Tail it out and deal with it a different day and just try to get myself in a better position. I do naturally outspeed Drampa, which is pretty important. Yeah. Very physically defensive to help deal with Talonflame and Virizion. If he takes Rough Skin Rocky Helmet on his Virizion, he's instantly in range of Zen Headbutt, so that's really, really crucial. Virizion is a pretty big threat versus my team as well, so I really like these 4. Now I'm going to skip over Lantern for a minute because it was the last thing that I added to this team, and I'm going to go right over to my Donphan. This Donphan has enough speed to outspeed some invested Empoleon and be able to just nuke it with an Earthquake, which will be holding a Shuka Berry. I'd be willing to guarantee it's going to be holding a Shuka Berry, but I still want to have it, just in case. With Knockoff, I'm able to knock off Gligar's Violate. I'm able to hit Shedinja for super effective damage. And then with Ice Shard, I do have a little bit more priority to deal with like Gligar a little bit. And in case he sets up anything like Agility, Empoleon, what have you. So I definitely think that these 3 form a really good physically defensive core, along with having Assault Vest to be able to take on Spadefmons. So the way that my mocks went at this point in time, I lost to Choice Specs Espeon a handful of times because over Lantern, I actually had Aromatisse, and I'm actually changing that to be Lantern, which is going to be named Bluefish because that's what Kyle named his. So I'm bringing a very standard Lantern spread. I need the investment in order to be able to do a lot of damage to Gligar with Ice Beam, as well as Scald on Talonflame, as well as Volt Switch on Empoleon. So I need the special attack investment. I also need max special defense to ensure that Choice Spec Psychic to my Lantern is not a 2-shot after Stealth Rocks. That is the biggest thing, because if he has choice specs, I want to find out. If he does more than 50%, like if he does around 50% to me, I'll know he's specs, and I'll be able to either sack this thing off or go directly into my Metagross and click Pursuit on it. So that's kind of just how that is. And earlier, I actually had Ground DMZ on this thing to be able to break down Alolan Muck as well as Empoleon, but I can break those down really easily with the likes of Donphan plus Croconaw plus Yanmega. So I definitely think that having just dual Assault Vest users, dual Rocky Helmet users is the way to go this week. I'm super excited for this match. But let me know what you guys think of the team down below. I could have thrown a little bit of speed into this to outspeed Empoleon, but at the same time, I want to get off a slow Volt Switch against it. No, I outspeeded it anyway. No, I thought it was base 70 for some reason. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of the team down below. I could outspeed Gligar, though. Don't want to. But yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Make sure you guys go check out Deathly's channel. His links will be down in the description below. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.